Welcome to Quantum MMA, and once again, thank you so much for No Chill MMA, to No Chill MMA. And in case if you guys are watching this, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it as well. And I thought I'll share my predictions and my thoughts on this week's fight card. Uh, I know this is a pay-per-view, but this looks more or less like a fight card. Same stuff happened last time when it was in Canada. I think it was UFC 297, if I'm not wrong, last year, January. uh, Sean Strickland, Sean Strickland versus DDP, where the championship was changed the answers, one might say. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've gone a little bit off the topic. So yeah, let's start with the first one. First one meaning like the opener of the main card, which is none other than Benoît Saint Denis versus Kyle Pedophile. Sorry, that's very wrong of me. Prepolec, I don't know, maybe he was some pre-Polish guy who just immigrated to Canada or became French or something. So very wrong of me to say stuff, but I don't know what the hell I'm even doing. Fuck it. Seriously, guys, do you even want me to break this fight down? When was Saint Denis? It's like he's the fraud of war. He's not god of war. He's a fraud of war. He was offered Gamrot. Mauricio Ruffi, offered to step in. He said no. Like, he said no for a lot of guys. And he said okay for this Canadian guy who's there to lose. Trust me, if not, Kyle would have been doing nothing. I'm not saying, I don't know, mate. Off camp, he's just accepting it like in the last, like before like a week or something. And I'm pretty sure, like Kyle is going to lose this one. It's just a question of like how is he going to lose, like for example whether he's going to lose via a KO slash TKO, or whether he's going to lose via like a submission. That's pretty much it, but this is like such a one-sided matchup. That's why he's a -1,000 favorite. I don't know, guys. I don't know if you guys have like some 10,000 pounds or like some 10,000 US dollars. I think it's high time you bet it on Benoit Saint Denis, and you guys could make probably like some $1,000 on him or something like that. And apart from that, I don't know. It's I think he's a massive favorite going into this. I think even if you guys want to bet the house on him, I think he's gonna win this one. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. Let's move on to the next matchup, which is none other than Alexa Grasso versus Natália Silva. I'm gonna open this up to even. Ah, shit, fuck. I think I made a. How do I go to the back one, mate? Like, seriously, this is like a very shitty stuff, as one might say. Yeah, this is there. Okay, I've made it somehow. Expand this shit. Alexa Grasso, Silva. I don't know, I'm just, like all silent and stuff. Mexico, I think, she's the one who beat Valentina Shevchenko and who went for 5 rounds again with her. And Natália Silva is like the favorite over here. I don't know how Natália Silva is the favorite over here. I genuinely have no clue like who these people are. I can remember Alexa Grasso very well. It's pretty much it. Natália Silva, I don't know. She's the favorite obviously over here. So should I just pick the favorite or go for Alexa Grasso? Yeah. Fuck Israel Adesanya. Fuck, who else is there? To genuinely like Batista, Mario Batista, wanker. I don't know, mate. It's just I'm gonna go with. I love to choose someone. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. For me to choose someone in the slot is just going to take some time. Alexa Grasso is not smiling, and Natalia Silva is smiling. That wavy curly hair, former champion, 3 rounds. I'm gonna go with Alexa Grasso. I don't know why I just picked her. That's pretty much it. Fuck it. Let's go. Now it's the José Aldo, one of all-time greats, versus Aiemann Zahabi, who's the brother of Faraz Zahabi, who was associated with GSP for some time, and after that, I don't know how that logic works, and I don't know. Like it's like Jose Aldo is going to win this one. I'm pretty sure of it. I don't know how even Zahabi is ranked in the first place. Who did he beat? Like I get it. He won a few matches here and there, but apart from the fact, like I have no clue who he even beat in the first place. So let's be practically honest. And he's this sneaky guy, like who somehow wins fights. And I don't know. I'm gonna go with Jose Aldo. This is the first time I think. Second time, the previous match, previous time when I was even making, like selecting fighters or picking the ones who I feel is gonna win. I picked Jose Aldo against Batista. No, I think I picked Batista against Jose Aldo. In fact, if you guys go to that video and see, I even said that Batista is going to make it look like how Merab won. You can't take Aldo down. All you can do is like hold him against the cage, and even that needs a little bit of power or something like that. And I think Batista's got some power, as one might say. But all in all, I feel like Jose Aldo is going to get this one done. I think Zahabi is going to eat a lot of leg kicks, lot of knees, and I don't think so he's going to win this one. The only way that I could see even Zahabi getting this one done is like by just holding him against the cage. And I feel like Zahabi is the last guy to do it. And like I hope Zahabi doesn't do it. All in all, I'm gonna go with Jose Aldo. Probably via decision. I don't think so. Like he's going to finish Zahabi. I think probably first round Jose Aldo, second up for a toss, and the third round I think again Jose Aldo wins the one. I think that's how it's gonna. Now let's move on to none other than the co-main event of the night, which is none other than Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Seriously, like she is the favorite over here, like Manon Fiorot, French woman versus a Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan. What is it like? The neighboring village of Borat? I don't know. But I love Valentina Shevchenko. I hope like someday I get to meet her and I get to talk with her for some time. Oh, I like French man on fear of, but this is the type of French lady who I don't like, who's over here. Look at her, she's staring at me, and I don't like it per se. Whereas Valentina Shevchenko is there, nice. She's even, got that shiny forehead, which is actually funny, as one might say. And I don't know, I can't see it. I think Shevchenko is not a stupid. She's got brains. Trust me, generally, like even against the previous Mexican fighter who she faced, by the way. I know she is also fighting on this card. I just saw her face. Let me go down. Alexa Grasso. Yeah, Alexa Grasso. Alexa, such a easy name to remember. It's like everywhere. Yeah. So apparently, like even when she faced Alexa, by the way, Grasso, yeah, the second time, I don't think first time she lost via submission. I think the second time I thought like she was there, using her head, and she took her down, tried to control or hold her down, something like that, and she eventually won a decision. I don't think so. Like Valentina Shevchenko is so stupid. Manon Fiorot is good, but remember, Valentina Shevchenko is going to come up with a lot of leg kicks, which I don't know how Manon Fiorot is going to deal with it. I think even Manon Fiorot, if I'm not wrong, she faced, like what is her name? That girl from New York. She looks pretty. Erin Blanchfield. Yeah, this is not right, right? Like my video right now is going in a very wrong direction. Someday I know this is going to come back to bite me in the ass. Hopefully, Erin Blanchfield is also there. Like yeah, hope she doesn't bite. Hope she probably like kisses me on the lips or something like that. Too much of the topic, pun intended. Yeah. So apparently, like, how do you feel this one going? I think Valentina Shevchenko is going to exchange couple of punches, probably a couple of leg kicks here and there, and after that, I think she's going to realize maybe Manon Fiorot has got like heat in her hands and it's fuck that shit, man. I love Valentina Shevchenko. I think she's pretty. I think she's a great, talented fighter. Blah 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 blah. She's got all the things, and Manon Fiorot is just French, and she just beat what that cute little thing, Erin Blanchfield. Come on, she needs to do and prove more than that. And Manon Fiorot looks like she's on steroids. She's staring at me, which I don't like. Not against it or for it either. I hate her. I don't know why she is the favorite in this one, but I'm gonna go with Valentina Shevchenko. Probably via like a decision or something. I don't see this going even for like a like I don't see this fight getting finished or something like that. I don't know why. Like I've seen so many Canadian people, they are very nice. Like it's so cute of them when instead of about. For example, like I'm speaking about the co-main event of UFC 316. They will always used to say a boot. It's very cute of them, and I like certain things that they do, but I don't like the fact that like UFC is doing this shit to them. Even the last time when UFC 297 was there, the only fight that I could remember in that card is probably DDP versus Sean Strickland one, and also like Movsar versus what's his name, mate, Arnold Allen. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think they are consistently doing them dirty. That's pretty much it. Still, who am I to say? I'm not in the management of UFC, and maybe there is more to, like there is more to than what it meets the eye. And let's move on to none other than the main event of the night, which is none other than Jack Della fucking Maddalena. And remember the name Belal Muhammad. Look at their mate, Belal the Muhammad. He is like that potato man from like Toy Story movie series, if I'm not wrong. I don't know who is even a champion in the first place. But yeah, jokes apart, like if I were to pick one from this, like I'm not gonna say it instantly. I hope like people get to watch this part where I really dissect this entire like what is their background and all the things put together, said and done. And then eventually I'm gonna go in for like picking a fighter. This is how it's gonna go. And yeah, so let me like it's funny, but they actually sort of when Belal faced Leon Edwards for the title shot, like for his like title chance, he faced Gilbert Burns and he was out for a year. After he faced Gilbert Burns, he was out for a year. Then after that, he came and he faced Leon Edwards and he won. And similar to that, our guy JDM, who's faced and finished Gilbert Burns in the third round. I know a lot of these guys said that Gilbert Burns was like leading in the scorecards. Obviously not. Like I don't know what they were watching with him. I thought like JDM was leading in the scorecards. Probably the first and even the second I could probably give it to like JDM, edge it out, or the third I think I could give it to JDM, something like that. So when JDM is over there, I mean like he won that. He had a broken right hand, and eventually after that he returned. He is returning now against the champion, which is none other than Belal. And look at the history of Belal, mate. Vincent Luque, like he never really engaged. He probably like a few deep kicks and a couple of leg kicks, and he was trying to wrestle hold him against something. You guys know what really went on over there. That's the second time he did when he faced Vincent Luque. Suddenly, Belal's got some brains, and what else? He faced Burns. Burns had like a dislocated shoulder or like one arm or something like that, and still Belal went for a decision against him. And Wonderboy Thompson, Damian Maya, all old guys, mate. Fuck, even Leon Edwards was old. And more than that, if I'm not wrong, I think Leon Edwards matchup, like leading up to the matchup, I think everything was, all the stuff was in favor of Belal, like the early morning thing in UK. And the one thing about Leon, I picked Belal. I was not making videos at that time, but I always picked Belal when I faced Leon the second time, because the biggest drawback of Leon's style is you take away his kicking space. I think Leon is done. He can't fight in the pocket. He can't do shit, and it's a bit tricky, like when you take the kicking range and the kicking space away from Leon, it's not going to do anything. And you shouldn't let Leon build up on his footwork and the kicking range and space. In the first matchup, in case if you guys get to rewatch it or something, you can clearly see how bad and terrible, like it's a short notice matchup for Belal. And Belal was like really pretty shitty with the footwork, I must say, because he was obviously not prepared, but still he was going ahead. And Leon's footwork really looked amazingly good, and he was like getting the better of Belal with me. And eventually, in the rematch, when Leon and Belal faced each other, Belal did the one thing which I thought Colby was going to do to Leon, which is take away the kicking space. And after that, it's pretty easy to handle. Like, as if, like you could just wrestle him, like take him, control him. Even then, like Belal did not have like a very dominant rounds or even a matchup like how Sean Brady had. I think what Belal had was like a much more of a closer matchup than people say. It just most of the people were counting out Belal. It's like Belal is never going to be a champion. Like come on. So as a result, finally, Belal when he did it, it came as a shock. I rewatched the match. I think it's 3 rounds is to the favor of Belal compared to the fuck it, like not compared to anything. I think it's 3 rounds in favor of Belal. I could see, and if I were to look at JDM, the guy has been finishing most of his opponents. Kevin Holland doesn't get finished, like unless and until he gets submitted. Even the fourth round KO or TKO against Wonder Boy was, like when he was deciding to just strike with him. You don't get to strike with Wonder Boy. It's pretty much it. And Basil Hafiz is something that most of the people say. A lot of you guys have no clue that exactly 1 week prior to that matchup, JDM made a weight, by the way. And there was this opponent who pulled out of the match and he had no one to fight against. So obviously, like next week, he accepted the fight because he's a fighter, he's a warrior guy, and he went in there. And I don't know how people could even think that Basil Hafiz or even JDM, I mean, like even Kevin Nolan won that one. Because, like, I thought clearly JDM outstruck and he won the matchup. Like, I'm just saying. The advantages that JDM has over here is he doesn't rely on kicking that much, and in the pocket, he's good. He's very good. Every time, Gilbert Burns was trying to take him down. Even in the first round, I think he need him, which grazed his head, if I'm not wrong. And ever since that, Burns started to, how do we say, like he was a bit jerky, like he didn't want to like fully stand. He was just hopping on his feet, like moving here with a lot of footwork and stuff. And Belal is someone who's going to eat all these shots. I think he's going to eat all the how do I say? I think he's going to eat a lot of elbows and knees, but JDM has got a really good stuff in the pocket. I know, like Belal's been saying, like he's got hands like Canelo, and I don't know. I just wonder what he's smoking. That's pretty much it. And I don't know. I think he's going to try to come close range, and I feel like JDM and Belal are going to strike obviously, and Belal is going to try and take JDM down probably like let's say 50 is the max. Let's just keep the cap on it as 50 in 5 rounds. Even all things said and done, I could feel like Belal and JDM getting to stand like with each other, trade shots because like Belal is someone who goes forward and JDM is someone who goes forward, and Belal's not submitting JDM. And I know a lot of guys were actually saying Craig Jones did this, Craig Jones did that. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Like, Craig Jones can obviously like try to protect and safeguard you against from submissions and probably takedown, but I don't know. Just I think Belal is going to just try to hold him against the cage, try to take him down, something like that. But I could see like JDM also like beating the living shit out of Belal. Like JDM has never gone 5 rounds. Belal has gone like 5 rounds, 2, 3 times if I'm not wrong. And what I could see is like probably like JDM targeting the body of Belal. Obviously, Belal is going to gas out unless and until he's on some kind of a weird ass drug. I don't know. Look at this. Like till 33 and no body, no muscles, nothing. Then out of nowhere, one day he woke up and what Belal is going to do a few push-ups and he's going to be like what all chiseled and muscled. Like until Ali Abdelaziz came. Too many like coincidences went together. I don't know, mate. Like I could see this fight playing in both the guys' favor, and I could see JDM probably catching him with a right or left hook. Like depending on where Belal is going to try to take. I feel JDM is going to win this one. I don't know, mate. I think it's going to be a close matchup. I think the fans are going to be like really thankful this matchup got made I think it's going to be like a, I don't know. I think it's going to be all bloody and gory. And Leon Edwards, regardless of what you guys say, is not a finisher. He doesn't KO people apart from that one rare lucky time against Usman, and also like he's got one of the I think like fastest knockouts in UFC history, like in 8 seconds he KO'd some guy, something like that. But apart from that, I don't think so. Like he has finished anyone per se, and I think like JDM is going to win this one. I can feel, and like I can see this JDM trying to make this as a dog fight and eventually digging in the uh, I don't know, probably digging in the body of Belal, and JDM breaking the nose of Belal again. Apparently Belal had some STD and he had to like pull off from his last match or something. Just joking, huh? Just joking. I think he had some kind of infection in the feet. I saw it. It was like actually pretty shitty. And I get it. And I don't know, mate. I think like JDM is coming off from an injury. So is Belal, and Belal's much more recent. And JDM's got heat in his hands. He's got good takedown defense. And I don't know. Maybe this is like the setting of the new welterweight champion, I must say. But I don't know, mate. I could see Belal winning this one as well. Like just like chain wrestle against JDM, hold him against the cage, take him down, hug him. Belal is not stupid, and I don't know. It just comes down to like the nitty gritties and like who's got the brutal physicality in a fight. As sometimes you get to see. I don't know. Belal seems a bit big, and JDM is not a big. I don't think so. JDM is even 5'11". I'm seeing here. I don't think so. JDM is 5'11". I think Jaden is probably like 5'8", 5'9", something like that, and Belal is also like some 5'8", 5'9", and I don't know, mate, it's like they are equally matched, almost all in there, and Belal's like a 10 fight win streak something, and Jaden is like some 15, 17 fight win streak if I'm not wrong. I think this is going to be like a really, really good matchup. But I got to pick someone to win, and I can pick JDM to win this one. But I'm just wondering, mate. I'm just wondering how is it going to be. And I could actually see like Belal winning this one. To be really honest, I feel like Belal is going to win this one. And yes, I was picking JDM, but instantly I got to change my mind, is what people are saying, or I'm saying it to myself. Belal or JDM. Belal or JDM. Belal or JDM. Come on, guys. There has got to be like something. Belal is decent. JDM's got some good boxing, as we might say. I got to pick one. I got to pick one. I actually have to got to pick one fighter. That awkward silence. I could see it and feel it. I'm gonna go with JDM. Yes, fuck it. I'm gonna go with JDM. Jack Della Maddalena. I know Bilal's gonna win, but I'm gonna go with JDM. I think JDM is gonna get this one done. I think probably his pocket boxing is too good, too clean, and too crisp. And I think every time he gets to strike with Bilal, I think he's going to try and take his hit off. And Bilal's open, mate. Like if I don't know, I don't think so. Like JDM was stupid enough to give him like give away the time, and JDM is going to try and look for the finish. And I don't know. I think like he's gonna probably TKO Belal, In the third or the fourth round, I feel like JDM is going to TKO Belal. I think Belal is going to say that he had a bad weight cut and stuff. I think Belal is eventually going to move to like middleweight, and Islam is going to move to welterweight. But I feel like JDM is going to win this one. So yeah, I'm picking JDM via like a third or fourth round TKO. That's pretty much it. Nothing more, nothing less. I thought it through. It just came in my head that JDM is winning via a TKO, probably third or the fourth round. That's pretty much it. And yeah, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, in case if no chill MMA guys are watching, thank you so much for being a fan of this channel or subscribing to my channel, I must say. And you guys tell me like whether I should do a live or something where we all could like collaborate and talk. Hope you guys know what I mean. Get the idea, right? Like probably talk about like a lot of fights and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, and stay tuned.